Pokémon X and Y released for the 3DS back in 2013, and now in the era of 2025, we are revisiting the Kalos region, more specifically the main hub, Lumiose City, and the new game Pokémon Legends ZA. The predecessor to this game was Pokémon Legends Arceus, which was a completely different type of Pokémon game compared to what we are used to playing, and I'm not gonna lie, it also set a pretty substantial bar in certain areas. Now, just like everyone else in the community, I also had a lot of questions and some healthy skepticism about the new Legends game. I recently took a journey to the real-life location that Lumiose City was based off on, Paris, France, to maybe seek some answers and maybe build a stronger connection to the upcoming game. Okay, so I have a confession. As of recording this video, I have officially played snippets of Pokémon Legends ZA a total of 3 times. The first 2 times were pretty much the same, while this third time was what I would call an expanded experience. The first time I played was at Pokemon Worlds in Anaheim, where this was the first public demo available to those that had the Nintendo Warp Pipe Pass. I signed up, got in line, and did the 20-minute demo where in the first 10 minutes, you are battling in the ZA Royale. This was my first exposure to the new battle system, and if you haven't heard yet, the battle system is intense. You can't just sit there and select a move and wait until the next turn. No. You are actively battling, inputting commands which has a cooldown. You're also repositioning your Pokemon to evade attacks, and just like Legends Arceus, you also have to dodge those attacks. The last 10 minutes of the public demo, you're put up against a Rogue Mega Absol where the battle is very similar to the Origin Form Dialga and Palkia battle, but mixed in with the new ZA battle mechanics. You thought the ZA Royale was intense? The Rogue Mega Pokemon are no joke, and that type of battle heavily encourages you to use Mega Evolution to defeat the Rogue Pokemon, which honestly helps speeds up the battle by a lot. My second time playing Legends ZA was during PAX West in Seattle. Shout out to Nintendo for letting me do that. And it was basically the same demo that was at World. However, this time, I was able to evolve the Weedle that was in my party into Kakuna using some of the experience candy that gets dropped sometimes, which honestly makes a lot of sense seeing that Beedrill can actually mega evolve. My third and most recent time playing Pokemon Legends ZA was in Paris, France, basically Lumiose City. The Pokemon Company International brought me and a few other creators out to not only participate in France's first ever Pokemon Go stamp rally, to celebrate the year of Mega Evolution, but we also had the opportunity to play a specialized demo of Pokemon Legends ZA in the Eiffel Tower. Like, that in itself is insane. Let's just think about this for a second here. Pokemon said, hey, I heard you like Pokemon. You wanna come over to Paris and
play some Pokemon Legends ZA? With Chikorita?
And of course I said yes. I'm going to say yes. So shout out to Pokemon for the expenses paid over to Paris, France to play Pokemon Legends ZA. Anyways. So funny enough, the day that we all traveled out to Paris was the same day that my friend Mega Malamar was revealed. Usually when I travel out for a Pokemon adventure, I like to bring a Pokemon plush with me. Since Chikorita is my favorite starter, and it's a starter in Legends ZA, it only seemed right that I brought my sitting cutie with me. The flight itself was very long, but we landed safely in France, and we all spent the first day adjusting to the time zone, exploring a bit, hanging out with our friends who also flew in, and of course, enjoy what the night had to offer in the City of Lights. And once we had our fill for the day, it was time to rest up for what lies ahead. Good morning. It is Friday. It's a Friday.
September 12th.
It's the 12th? Today, we're not only are we going to play Pokemon Legends ZA, which is super cool, but there's a Nintendo Direct happening today. Holy crap, you go from Pokemon Legends ZA to a Nintendo Direct. Just full stop there. I'm going to be playing a lot of Pokemon Go. Unfortunately, I had a quest that required me to take a snapshot of one of my Pokemon 7 days in a row. And because of that's my alarm. And so for today, eat breakfast, I'll probably do some Pokemon Go stuff as well, do some filming around the city, and then we go play Pokemon Legends ZA, and then we have a Nintendo Direct. I'm hoping for Fire Emblem. If you guys don't know, I'm a big Fire Emblem fan. Oh! Yes! Yes! But honestly,
I just want Fire Emblem. Maybe Animal Crossing? More Tomodachi Life? Anyways, I'm gonna go downstairs, eat food with my friends, and then get started with our day in Kalos, Lumiose City. How do you feel this morning?
Feeling like War Turtle.
You feeling cool? You feeling spicy?
Let's go!
I hope you get a Meg, and I hope you thrive, Chikorita.
Like I said, busy day today. I'm also pretty Pokemon Go pilled, and I like to take advantage of visiting new places to play. Our destination was the Prism Tower, or sorry, the Eiffel Tower, so we all decided to walk and play Pokemon Go on the way there. While walking through the city of Paris, it really helped put in perspective just how big the city really is. I'm from the suburbs, so anything city-like just throws me for a loop. Even when I first played Pokemon X, I kept getting lost in Lumiose City. I know a lot of people are questioning the map size of Lumiose in Legends ZA, and I was very curious about that myself even after playing the public demo twice now. So hopefully I can get a better feel of the map during this last demo. Once we arrived at the Eiffel Tower, I was blown away by just how massive the tower is, especially up close and standing directly under it. Kinda similar to the feeling when you first played X and Y, and the camera angle changes to where it's zoomed out and you get a good look at Prism Tower. Since our demo was inside the tower, we went up elevator number 2 since elevator 1 broke down, and once we reached the floor, we were greeted by AZ? All of us were given what seems to be like a hotel key, and funnily enough, mine had AZ's float on it, which in hindsight is pretty cool because in the game, AZ owned a hotel called Hotel Z where Urbane and Tawny lives and works at. Once we got through the housekeeping roles, it was time to get our hands on this Switch 2 demo version of Pokemon Legends ZA. Okay, so the difference right off the bat is that there were 4 parts to this specific demo. We're gonna call this part the daytime portion, the second part the nighttime portion, and the third part the promotion match, and the final portion the Rogue Mega Pokemon Battle. During the daytime portion, we were able to free roam in a specific area in Lumiose City, and you can battle and catch wild Pokemon. The Pokemon I can remember off the top of my head that were on my team were Chikorita, Gyarados, Flaffy, and Vivian. And I was able to evolve Chikorita into Bayleaf since it was at a high enough level already. Besides the regular wild Pokemon running around, there were alpha Pokemon as well. There was this one alpha Houndoom that is very easily aggroed if you get too close to it. Not gonna lie, I could not take on that Houndoom even with my Gyarados that had Waterfall. Not only that, but these alphas will chase you. I was running from the alpha Houndoom when I ran into an alpha Pikachu, and then I had 2 alphas attacking me. My time in the daytime portion ended before I could come up with a strategy to take on the alphas, but I had a lot of fun riding around at Lumiose and catching Pokemon. The nighttime portion I would say was an expansion of what we did during the public demos, the ZA Royale. This time the starter in my party was Totodile, and once again, evolved it into Croconaw. This part was pretty much the same as the public demos, except we were placed in a different part of Lumiose City, and we really got a feel of the battle mechanics against other trainers to earn ticket points, and then getting a challenger's ticket to rank up. The next part of the demo was the promotion match, which was not available in the public demos. Once you gathered enough ticket points, you're able to do a promotional match where if you win a match, you can increase your rank. My starter for this part was Tepig, and just like the other 2, I evolved it right away into Pignite. The battle took place at a cafe, and we were battling the owner of that cafe. Because I was used to the controls by now, I destroyed him with my Pignite with my power-up punch. The final part of this demo revisited the Rogue Mega Pokemon Battle. During the public demos, both battles were against Mega Absol, but this time, we were battling against Mega Victory Bell. Not gonna lie, but that threw everybody off that was playing the demo. The team that we had consisted of mostly Pokemon who were able to Mega Evolve, so I spanned between using Mega Gardevoir and Mega Houndoom. Mega Victory Bell is a bit tougher since it had a lot of AoE moves, and it can easily poison your Pokemon if you step into an area where it attacked. But with a bit of grit and skill, you can come out on top against it. If we finished our battles early, we were able to go back to the daytime portion and free roam for a bit longer. I did just that, and I tried to go back and fight the Alpha Houndoom, but I don't know, y'all. I couldn't. Maybe something was wrong with my Gyarados. I couldn't Mega Evolve my Gyarados. I don't know. I think it was broken. Alpha Houndoom was just too strong. When the game comes out, I'll get my revenge. But for now, that Houndoom is in charge of this specific street in Lumiose City. After our demo preview, we were able to hang around the floor we were in, take photos and videos of Pikachu in his ZA jacket, and of course, explore the Eiffel Tower itself. The next day, we all played the Year of Mega Evolution event at Pokemon Go and do the stamp rally, and it was then I got a really good feel for navigating Paris and, by proxy, Lumiose City. I'll talk a little bit more about my adventures during that event in a separate video. But if I were to kind of summarize my experience in Paris and playing the Pokemon Legends ZA demo, I'll start off with this. The map of Lumiose City feels very large, so I'm very excited to explore more of Lumiose. Also, the battle system feels very fluid. The music so far is amazing, and it absolutely looks gorgeous on the Switch too. I'm personally a fan of how much the colors pop as opposed to what was going on in Legends Arceus. Also, the fashion. There's a reason why there's so much customization in ZA. Pokemon X and Y were the very first games to introduce trainer customization, and after visiting Paris myself, yeah, they take fashion very seriously in the city. Oh, and in the trailers, you see a bunch of cafes in Lumiose. It's the same thing in Paris. Every corner had a very decorated cafe, and yeah, I can 100% see the inspiration for Lumiose City while walking around in Paris. Honestly, when Pokemon X and Y first came out, I personally didn't feel too connected playing through the games. There was a lot going on in my life at the time that got in the way of me enjoying my playthrough, and with Legends ZA coming out very soon, I'm more than happy to give the Lifeline of Kalos another chance, and I really hope that I take my time to fully immerse myself into the game. If you made it to the end of this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more of my content. Huge thank you to Pokemon for covering all my expenses to travel out and play the special demo version of Pokemon Legends ZA. And if you want to see my playthrough of the game when it comes out, be sure to follow my Twitch channel where I'll be streaming it the night it gets released. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next Pokemon adventure.